Aloha, my name is Sophia. Today is September 5th, 2025, and this is sort of like day one or my first log of building in public. So I don't even know where to start actually. I've had this idea for like an app or a game for a very long time, and it's gone through a lot of different name iterations and various things and everything. But yeah, I guess originally my plan was to enter this in the Shipaton like 2025, which started last month. It started I think August 1. And I'm still interested in doing that just so that I ship something, just so that I can like make it like a real thing and everything, just like, yeah, to encourage myself to do that. A side note, the sort of build in public thing is a little bit awkward for me because I don't know, kind of like shy about things too. I don't usually like to talk about stuff that I'm like working on, especially when it's super nebulous and still like an idea. But I want to make this to hold myself accountable to making something before the end of this month because I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, last month and the summer and various things were like really, really crazy. I had sort of a lot of stuff happen, and I won't get into it. But like now that the dust has kind of settled for that, I find myself like on the other side of all those challenges and I guess wanting to create something. I watched a video recently that's like said something like expression is the opposite of depression, and I guess a lot of sort of like sad and scary things have happened in my life fairly recently, and there's been a lot of times where I felt quite depressed, but instead like I guess I want to lean towards expression and just creating something out of it. So yeah, that is my spiel about that. So anyways, what I have, I guess in between flights and I don't know, like in little moments of time, little pockets of time I've started to put together, I guess, yeah, last month, this sort of master plan for like what I'm trying to build. And I don't know, I have it here on my phone. I drew it on my iPad, but like my iPad, yeah, I'm still like working on it, but my iPad over here is what I'm filming on, so I can't bring it up here. But yeah, so I guess my idea is a game. So I did start building it. It's I'm building it in Flutter. But yeah, like a game that somebody can use to like learn stuff, especially if they're a student or if higher education is not like easily accessible for them. Part of like the experiences that I've gone through recently is just the fact that especially in the United States, higher education is so expensive, and if you are not very, very wealthy, then you're very dependent on financial aid, and if something goes wrong with that, then so many things can go wrong in your life. I lost my housing. I guess like had 5 days to leave from my housing. It was very stressful, and so that just happened. And then like I was scared that I was going to lose my job. So many things were tied to my student status. It wasn't just like not being able to take classes anymore. It was so many other things on top of that because of a financial aid error and a balance that I cannot pay off at this moment. So it was just, I guess throughout my education, I faced a lot of challenges with being able to stay in education, like in school, and being able to stay on top of everything when there's been so many outside problems and factors to worry about, and it's so incredibly expensive, and you end up with so much debt and student loans and everything. So I've started to realize that like, I don't know, I guess what I want to build is something that like allows people to learn but have it be how do I put it, like comforting for them, I guess, or like it's a story. It's not just you have to memorize all these different things, but there's a deeper kind of aspect to it. and it's like weird and a little bit funny, and like I have all these different ideas for how I want to put it together. But I think the kind of base thing of it is, you know, during this experience I've been having in my life, and also some family illness and a lot of, you know, really heavy things that have happened, I think there's this like feeling where you want to just escape from everything, you know, doom scroll, or I know that like one of my relatives, like she got really like into this like one game on her computer, and it like part of the reason why is like because so many other things in your life feel like so overwhelming, and like you can't escape it because it's just your life, right? But like sometimes you just want to escape to a different world for a little bit of time. But one of the things with escapism, at least what I've been seeing, is like for me, if I escape and I just doom scroll or just try to like avoid all my problems, it doesn't make my life any better. It makes my life so much worse. And you know, it doesn't fix the problems at hand, and you know, it doesn't provide value for me. So I guess what I'm trying to build, and what I like, this video is sort of the intention, sort of forcing myself to do something, like, because now I've said it, I put it out into the world, I guess. But yeah, what I want to build is something that like feels like escapism, but you start to regain more of your power. I've always believed that, like, you know, being able to pursue an education, firstly, is an incredible privilege, but also it gives you power, because like when you have more knowledge about something, you know, you can make more informed decisions about the world, or also just it's just simply empowering to know things, to be able to learn and to be able to understand things, especially really complicated, difficult things. So I guess it's kind of like, yeah, I want to build something that's fun and interesting, and like can feel like an escape, but actually also makes you want to, I don't know, come back to the real world too. Like that makes your real life a little bit better. So that is what I'm thinking of. So I draw a lot, so I drew that. Though that's not particularly good. That's just kind of like doodle. But you know, I draw a lot, and for me, like a big part of it would be integrating in like some of the artwork, and yeah, just some of the weird things that I draw. Like, I don't know, you can't really see very well here, but lots of random things. And yeah, just like kind of going from there. And I think that, yeah, like mobile games, computer games are like a really great kind of avenue for that, because it's a form of storytelling, but it's interactive. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's the kind of weird nebulous idea that I'm working with right now. And I'll see how it goes. And hopefully by the end of this month, I ship something, even if it's like very, very rudimentary and it's, you know, not great. And I'll definitely put a disclaimer on it that it's like, this is very rudimentary, not great. But I just want to push myself to like, to actually make it, because it's been in my mind for so long, and I think I actually want to put it out in the world and get some feedback as well. I mean, I think it'd be great to know how other people feel about it. But yeah, so that's my kind of overview. This is probably a little bit hard to follow, because I know that so much of it is still like in my head and in my little PDF document I made here. But yeah, anyways, I hope you have a great day, and mahalo nui for listening to my my very first update.